reaction. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Bud, and I'm from Photo Yellow Digital, and today I'm going to be doing a review on a product that I got for Christmas that's pretty dang awesome. And this product is this right here, the Hyperkin RetroN 2, or the RetroN 2, or the Retro number 2.
One of those.
So basically I got this for Christmas, and it basically allows you, as you can see here, play all your classic NES or SNES games. So it lets you play retro games on your TV, which is pretty cool. There's a little picture of it here, so you can see there's the NES port and the SNES port. So basically on the console you've got the NES port and the SNES port. You got a switch that switches between NES and SNES, power button, a reset button, and an eject button for the SNES. Now the annoying thing about the, not the reject button, the eject button, it doesn't work on the NES, which is a big problem because first of all you have to kind of force the games into the machine, then pulling them out, it feels like I'm wrecking the pins. And I've actually looked inside the NES pins, and upon further inspection, I've noticed that the pins are actually bending because of the force of you pulling it out. So, what's all included in this box? Well, nothing in this box currently because it's empty. But basically, if we take a look on the diagram on the back, what should be included is an audio-video cable, which connects to your TV. There's an S-video cable included as well, so if you're capturing gameplay off of like a Dazzle, you can get the higher quality from the S-video, for example, Alec. And then there's also an AC adapter to plug it in. And yeah, that's pretty much all the cables that come with it. Then it comes with an NES controller, a Hyperkin brand, that's a piece of garbage. The buttons are too raised to push. They feel really weird if you've played with the actual NES controller. And on the actual D-pad, if you hit down, it often barely recognizes you're hitting down, so it will it'll actually think you're hitting left or right. So that is a huge issue when playing like Mario, for instance. Same with the SNES controller. It's pretty much the same. I've played SNES before and it doesn't feel like the same. There aren't as many issues with the D-pad, but it just doesn't feel the same. But this sure look awesome. So basically on the left side of the console, over here, there's an NES and an SNES controller connection thing where you can plug in the first player. And on the right side, there's a second player for the SNES and the NES. What I wish they would have done for the NES is put 4, because then you wouldn't have needed to buy the 4-player adapter. But I guess I'm still going to have to buy that to play 4 players. But that's okay, because this actually takes original NES controllers, which is all I use on it. I only use NES controllers. And so yeah. So as I do with most reviews, I'm going to be going over some pros and cons about it. I've sort of talked about some of the pros and cons, but now I'm going to be talking about some other pros and cons about this piece of console goodness over here.
Waffly goodness.
So one thing that's really good is, as I said before, the controllers and just the look of the machine. It looks awesome. It resembles an SNES in my opinion, with the 2 sections here and then the top loader cartridge. And that's another thing about the NES. I really like it's a top loader NES, but it's a lot easier to get at the pins and to clean them if it's a top loader, and it also just makes way more sense to have it top loading. Then your game doesn't get stuck in the console and you have to unscrew everything. It's just easier and looks nicer. Yes. The next thing that I really love about this console is it plays games very, very well. The picture quality in gaming is outstanding. It's exactly how I remember playing the NES. The sound of it is very, very good. It's not tinny at all. It resembles a classic NES and SNES sound, and it is just an amazing console in the way that it not emulates, but it replays or recreates the sounds of those classic retro games very well. And man, playing Rock and Ball on this console, that opening sound that it gives you, that opening soundtrack is just resonating in my head right now. It is, I love that. NES game. One of my favorite soundtracks.
This one?
That's probably one of the best. That game, Rockin' Ball, has some of the best music I've played on NES. Other than the classics like Mario and Zelda and Metroid and, you know, all those games. Yeah, so this is actually a really awesome console. It plays games very well. If you plug in the original controllers, which aren't actually that expensive, I found that you'll be playing for hours and it feels like the actual console. Now I'm going to be moving on to something not related to this, but I'm going to be talking about something for my channel. If you guys want me to do gaming stuff, because I'm big into gaming as well as photography and filming and stuff, just leave a like and comment below to show your support for this. I might already start, but I'd really like to start doing stuff about retro gaming and all that stuff, because I have a lot of awesome games that I'd like to show you guys and pickups and stuff, but I don't know if it would work well with this channel. I might make a new channel for that, but I don't know. Tell me what you think below. And right now, I'm sorry for the uploads, or for the lack of uploads lately. I've been working on a project with Alec Carlos. It's a prequel to Judgmental. If you guys want to check it out, I'll put a link for Judgmental in the description. We don't actually have a name for it yet, but it's like a Christmas short film. I'm also sorry this didn't get out before Christmas, but yeah. So I'll show you a little second of some behind the scenes footage right now. Alright, so yeah, that's all you guys get. It's just a little teaser for the video. It'll be coming out hopefully this coming week. I've been editing with iMovie on my Mac, and iMovie's actually been bugging out and doing color banding, which is a huge issue. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically when, especially in dark light, in low light situations, you'll see it on my If Biker Was a Santa. Wow, if Santa was a biker, oh my goodness. It looks really pixely, and color banding is basically a posterize effect. If you know what that is, then that's good. If you don't, then you guys can look it up or just forget about it. But yeah, iMovie's been doing that, so I'm gonna hopefully be trying to get Final Cut, or trying to edit with something else other than iMovie. Thank you all for watching. Once again, my name is Bud. This is Photo Yellow Digital. Hope you guys have a good day. See you guys in the next video. Peace.